Welcome back to the NDS. We are here at Texas Apron for race 5 of season. Quick look down qualifying. And back up we go. We are ready to go. A fast-paced race. It's Texas, but not the one you know. Has a little bit of a different quality to it down the front straightaway. As our cameras pan to the challenges that our drivers will have to face today. Get used to this dog leg because it's going to be the challenge of the day as we take the green flag to kick off the Texas Roadhouse 350. And here we go. Already we see plenty of drivers willing to push the envelope 3, even 4 wide sometimes. Hyperdrive searching around for different lines. 4 wide, whoa. Trying to fit them all down there. Esri definitely got squeezed up a little bit as CS Fast and 11 making the moves. First lap completed. Oh, wow. Looking back there, Eric Monaco and that one Racer getting into it. Racer's going backwards. The low side might not be your friend here, as sometimes you'll lose a lot of ground trying that line. As the top about 6 or so single filed out. Jake going for the lead. Ringo's led a bit of at the start. Gonna let him off. At 35, now in control of this thing. Misty Viper CS. Oh, we got some violence in the back. E-Slimp is in it. Oh. Beach Brutus, J-Money, both involved. First caution out early on lap 3. Let's take a look at that 47. I think he was the one here. I want to know Mizzou off the wall. E-Slamp in the 47. Mizzou gets some damage. There's Fred Jones, Landon, and it really comes down. Star running into the back of the 40 there. Really nothing else to really go off of there for the first 3 laps of competition. And everybody's coming to get tires on their tires. Beach Brutus, the only driver not to be able to drive away from the crash. All right. Pit battle. CU exits first. Quick one for Ringo. He's gonna be the first one out. Looks like some drivers losing a lot more on the pits as they would have thought there. The 40 is back out on track. Has got trouble for Dirtman 5. What happened here? I think Dirtman wanted to get in his box. Oh! Fred Jones decided to deny him as they're both taking tires in the back. The 5 kind of got a little held up there, so trouble for Dirtman early. That puts Beach Brutus in the 40th position. The 47 E-Slimp is out of the race. Gives us 39 on the lead lap back to Mizzou. The 5 is coming back out. Ringo still in control of this race. With Jake 2nd, Duke 3rd, Logan 4th, CS 5th, Misty 6th, Ben 7th, RBV in 8th, Frosty Wusky 9th, and RS Fast and 11 rounding out the top 10. Let's get back to it. Green. Let's see how they deal with the 40 here. And Team Duke jumping straight to the bottom to try to get all the way around. Ringo didn't get the best launch. It's going to be Team Duke going to be flying to the front here. And that 40 is going to be a bit of a factor. Look at Logan, Ben McDonald. They're pushing low here. Maybe that's a bit of a gamble that they want to try and take, but didn't work out for them. But the low side here, they get congested easily. So Ringo flies into second as the battle wages on behind him. Beach Brutus is still hanging on relatively near the front. He won't be able to get his lap back, not even close, but Ringo now has to run Duke down. Let's see if the low side's got anything here. Oh, Zent's going way low. That's dangerous. You could go super low, but you could easily wash up and instantly cause a crash like that, so not worth it in my opinion. CS Fast 11 got squozed top of 4. As 4 and 34 continue to race side by side with each other. There's Ringo. Slowly reeling in Team Duke. There's plenty of drivers near or just outside the top 10 looking to race their way back up into it. RBV and Seto on the wrong lane. They want any sort of hope in getting back up there because you got Hyperdrive, you got Tank Gunner, you got a lot of fast cars all trying to make the difference here. Oh, a lot of the Ford, both lanes kind of bobbled it there on exit. So this creates a huge group where it could very easily go wrong. They're trying to get Beach Brutus out of there. Send him backwards, but it ain't taking what they want him to do. RS Fast and 11, that's 4th and 5th and 6th right there, actually. And Team Duke is just managing the lead. The top 4 are all pretty separated out. And it's a lot of double file back through. Let's walk it back a little further. Kyle D trying to get back up to the top 20 or hold it there. But that's going to be 4 wide on exit. Doesn't usually work. I think that's why the 19 had to concede there. If the 15 was coming, then kind of got to get there before anything bad happens. All right. Oh, Ringo. I think he may have a bad corner there. He's going to drop second to Jake and Ben, trying to defend where 3rd place is. So Jake and Team Duke currently running 1-2 right now. There's Dirtman 5. Lap car that they may or may not run into eventually. I think Jake is actually able to make some passes here happen, or at least be more equipped to fight, since you see Ringo kind of dropping his spot to Ben, but not really giving up for the 35, as we got a few more battling around each other here. The 4, the 34, the 21. Yeah, once you get this longer green flag run, it'll definitely play into the favor of the drivers near the front, because restarts are where the action is, and they want to minimize the restarts. They want to run this one out. And look at how much Team Duke has to kind of watch around him. He's been fine ever since he grilled him on the restart. A-okay. There's Ben McDonald coming up to second. They're kind of fighting each other too much to really take a stab at running down the 88. And he's walking this one out pretty far. One interesting thing I want to see is how Team Duke will handle the 5 of Dirtman here. Whether or not he's kind of forced off his line, but the 5 just doesn't have the power to really contend, so simple pass made. Hyperdrive is, oh, we got a problem with the 39. He is currently running 39th. I thought he would at least be fighting really well, but something must have happened here. We'll keep an update on that when we get him. When we get to the next caution. Or at the end of the race. See what happened here. Hyper not running well. That opens the points lead, swinging it right back to the number 34, who is currently in the 6th position. Is cruising very solidly right here. Got plenty of contenders here. RBV, Born Ready. BS Fast and 11 inside top 15. Now that's surprising to see. The 15 run it so well here. And here we go. Just kind of on the edge of a top 20. That's where Kyle D's been. Angel Madfia's there. Derek Baum in the 01. Racer's kind of stuck in traffic. Not really able to move up the way he wants to. There's the 50 going middle of 3 right here. And the Puff is going to make that move work out so well. Even further back, you got the drivers who are kind of struggling with tires here. Esri's pretty far back. As Ben McDonald now out front. He's got the move to be made. I think we might be seeing that change here. Maybe the tires aren't really playing well here for some of the drivers, as Ben now has to hold off Duke. Toad Warrior is beginning his ascent into the top 5 now. He's passed a couple cars. He's up to 4th. But that 35, kind of getting that momentum, fighting back though. Yeah, maybe the 35 planning himself on the line he wants to be in. 9 to Canadian Lux. He's doing fine. The lanes their choice here is very interesting. Whether or not to struggle to keep the car planted where they want to. But so far, Ben McDonald has no challengers. Even Ringo's starting to lose a bit of tire here. As you see Jake, he's coming. Strong. Just trying to nurse it to the where you want to make your stop. But yeah, you'll see everybody here start to really burn them out. I think a Dirtman 5 has even got back passed around Duke. So the 5 has better tires than the 88. That is that's a little bit humiliating to say the least. So far, it's Mr. Ben Unstoppable. Let's take a look back just outside the top 10. RS Fast and 11, Tank Gunner. Maybe this is BS Fast and 11's, like, knowing that he might have better tire than some of the guys behind him. Like, he's able to run relatively better. See Angel Madfia in the top 15. The Puff made a pass. Racing fans moving up in the world. He's got himself inside the top 20 pretty comfortably. Running up on RBV. See how that goes. A pass on the 87. Seto attempting something here. A lot of the drivers back here, they're really separated out. That one racer is not having a race that he wants to remember. Currently sitting 32nd. Remember, Hyperdrive's a little further back, but he's got some... It looks like he may have had a little bit of damage on that right side, so we'll have to see whether the 33 or the 1 or both of them, they're running significantly further back than where they were originally. But 12 of Star is also running pretty poorly. And that just leaves us to Ben McDonald, who has currently amassed a 5-second lead over Jake in second. Canadian Lux in third. So you can see the late bloomers here, but even then it is light years before they even get back to the lead here. We'll have to see what Jake is able to do on timing, whether or not he gets there or not. And I think the 35 may be trying to actually close that gap. Let's see what he's got. He's going to be wheeling it around Dirtman, or, oh, maybe not that corner. That may not have been a great place to catch him. So we'll have to see. That was a bad lap that time. Oh, yeah, at 35 is not running his best lines here. As there goes the 9. Like, the novelty of the joke line kind of really stops being funny when you realize you have to take care of tires like a motherfucker. A 5-second lead for the 16. The lap times have fallen off very significantly here. So we'll have to take a look. They're not headed down pit road. It does not seem like a very busy place at the moment. Now, I don't know what your plan is. Do you stay out or do you pit early? I think pitting early is absolutely the play here. Especially because we're within the window where you can make it on one stop. If Ben McDonald's on lap 35, that kind of answers the question. But 12 of Star, brought up on short notice to this race, is going a lap down to the leader. As Ben takes the high side and shows no mercy. How far the next lapper is, only really a back straightaway away. There's Landon and Hyperdrive. Like, the 33 is surprising here as we see Ben on pit road now. J Money's on pit road first, though, but I don't think it really matters if you're the 16. So Ben's going to sacrifice that. Canadian Lux gets his lap led. Now, this is dangerous here because you don't know what's going to happen when you go down pit road. If you're thinking everything's going to be okay, but it might not be okay. The 9's coming in. 88. Signal in. 23. 19. 35. So I'm thinking that's most people. But 21, that's Frosty Wusky gets his lap led. It's going to be the Puff, Zents, BS Fastlane 11, and Tiger Man. These 5, they may have made a mistake in the math. But 21 needs to get down, but J Money's not letting him. So that's a bit consequential for the 21 team. They need to get to pit road. Like, now. They have absolutely lost all sense of lap time. So this may be a big mistake for the 21's race. This time, they are going to make it to pit road. Pitting on the 39th lap. There's Ben McDonald. He's only a lap behind the 21. So you'll see, already in timing and scoring, he showed up on the lead lap, but now he's going to just blitz past all these cars that are exiting pit road. A lot of them are a lap down, too. So Ben McDonald has left no trace today for what is surely a absolute demolition of a performance right now. Ben flies into the lead. The 21 still taking a bit of service. As looking at them behind him. Seeing who's on the lead lap, who's not. The 99 has managed to drive his way into the top 10. Looking for a career day for Angel Matvia. But it's going to be tough. A 7-second lead that Ben McDonald has built up. This is going to be one of the most one-sided drives in NDS history if it goes green to the end. 29th and 28th, Racing Fan RBV. Now they're a lap down. Racer is also one lap down. Jonick Sully, outside top 30. There's only about 27 cars on the lead lap. .41 cars still on track, so there's plenty of drivers here. Now Ben McDonald's got the faster tires on him. That could mean the faster speeds may be more dangerous for the drivers if any error were to happen to the 16. But it's lap traffic for both the 16 and the 9. So there is no smooth sailing for anyone here. This track is still an active minefield of hazardous vehicles. Ringo and Toad Warrior, they're racing each other on the track. Might want to not lay it on too thick like you did last week. But 8th. And now we see Zentz and Tank Gunner. They're flying here. I'm not sure how much track position the 99 will hold on to, but at the very least, out of all the rookies today, definitely the best one. So, shout out to that team. Tank Gunner with another solid run today. Back up front. Oh, got problems for the 16 potentially here. Is there an issue on Ben McDonald? Did he not get it down fast enough, or is he just getting held up by lap traffic? He had a couple slow laps. I think he got held up a bit. RBV is really not fast right now. That 87 is looking bad. He's got damage on the front, I think. Let's take a look at the replay here. I don't know what happened. 87 just looked slow, but damn, Ben just really here. Landed on thick. J Money trying to get past the 41 and 43. Joe Mama's there. So a 62 trying to stay on the lead lap. Kyle D, Butterpants, they're both lead lap. KSS BSS is falling back. And Ben taking the slower lines around. Not exactly what they want to see there. And the 43 of John X. Sully is out of the race with a gearbox issue. That is going to be rough for the rookies now. Going to be a lot more of an even playing field. They're trying to unlap themselves. The 16 has to hold off weird amounts of traffic. The 9 is kind of, he chopped it down a couple seconds. Team Duke is also hot on the heels there. Maybe the 16 has to take that gap and just try and survive. There's Team Duke running second. I think he's going to get the pass made here. There's the 9. A little bit further back. Born Ready challenging with Toad and Ringo for the top 5 spots. They've got a couple slower cars there. The 66 is going to go all the way down. Maybe not the best choice in turn 1. Whoa, definitely not the way Ringo imagined how that corner will go. Something's up with Ben McDonald's car. He's not handling the way it used to. He's dropping time. That was a 28.6 from Ben and a 28.1 from Duke. Team Duke can run this down. I think he can do this. So we'll have to keep our eyes on the 16. We're coming to 15 to go. We'll have to see. Oh, wow. The two, Sneat Snart, really slow through that corner. Ben McDonald had to dodge. Something's wrong with the 2? Potentially? This corner speeds are very bad. So just like with that, we'll have to see what Team Duke and company can do here. They're going to blow right by. This is very dangerous, but you can still make it around the track. Pick your struggles, but damn. Born Ready and Logan have been kind of slugging it for 4th right now. As Seat Start peels off to pit. Probably the good call there by that team. Everybody had a bad 1 and 2 right this time by. The 9 still in 3rd. They're both hacking down that deficit. We'll have to see what comes of it. Low through 3 and 4 is the preferred way around. But 1 and 2 tells a whole different story. Only about a 10th there. I'm not sure how much they got. I think they're both struggling here. Everybody's struggling. J-Money's flying around the high side, but he's a lap down. Racing Fan, he's on the lead lap after all of his battles with Ben. A big loss for the 88 team there. That's not going to be what they want to see. That's now the 9's going to take the mantle of trying to hunt down for the lead. The 23 just gave up 4th place to Born Ready. Toad Warrior sits 6th. Jake 7th with some lappers. Ringo's in 8th with Tiger Man in 9th. Rounding out top 10 is Frosty Wusky. Eric Monaco has driven up into the top 15. Solid run for them. But 99 is starting to struggle a bit on the longer run. Seto with Krugermeyer just outside the top 20, and BS Fast and 11 doing fine. KSS BSS. Mizzou's a lap down. Sneat Snart's back out on track. 2 laps down. Derek Baum is there. A couple more fantasy drivers. Kyle D. RBV running 26th. 27th, Darkest Presence. And Racer sitting 28th. Ben McDonald is starting to really stretch this lead far here. I really thought they'd reel it in, but Ben has the long run car. He's got the fuel. He's got whatever. He's got the tires. He knows how to whisper to those tires, so to speak, and make them last a long time. 40 cars on track. So a different take on Texas, if you will, as we are 7 laps to go. Lapping the 41. There he goes. Even 9 is way back there. Ben's able to just work so much better here in a dominating way. Let's take a look at that 9 one more time. Way back there. Kind of left Team Duke in the dust. The 88 falls off really hard on the long run here. The timing across the line is just important, as we're now the lead is close to 6 seconds. The 87 of RBV last on the lead lap. And with 4 to go, I think we're in the end game for the race here. So it's whether or not Ben can finish the job. 9 of Canadian Lux coming up so close, just as he has many a time in his career. And look who's come to life. It's the 6 of Tiger Man. He's got himself a hell of a car late in the going. Potentially trying to snipe 3rd off the day here. And that's going to be a very nice accomplishment. If that's even a word. And if that's something he can even do here. The 86 of Fred Jones given a bit of a lapper here. But he gets up high out of the way. Team Duke is low. He's got the perfect line to really make this pass here. The Tiger Man's going to be settling for 3rd. That's going to be A-OK. Toad Warrior's also got himself a pretty good car. Easily going to bag another top 5. As the pace is really dragging to a crawl. Just 2 more laps to go. The 9 is just begging and pleading for something to happen to the 16. But Ben McDonald is got this race on lock. White flag. Just taking it easy, knowing he's got it all in the bag. Down the back straight, that one racer getting an opportunity to unlap himself, making up as many positions as he can. Through 3 and 4, it's going to be Ben McDonald who is going to dominate the field at Texas Apron. Canadian Lux is holding on for a second. That's what he's going to do here. That one racer, Caddy King, both on the lead lap. 28 drivers finishing lead lap today. Whew, shit. Talk about a dominating performance. There was something we missed. The fate of the 33 car. He was running fine where he was. Like, yeah, he was running where he was. We'll have to take a look at what got him there. All right, we're doing a little bit of a... Oh. Yep, that'll do it. That'll definitely send you guys torpedoing both at the bottom here. Here is a what we missed. Lap 17. It was Hyperdrive running the low line the way he wanted to, but Ezri making contact. Both of them absolutely clobber the wall down, and that's going to create a lot of slowdown. A little bit of road ration from Caddy King and Seto. And they stay green. No caution for that. That is what doomed their days. End of the race. You get to see the final results. Lead lap and lapper here. So that was unfortunate for those who did not have good finishes, but for those that did, congrats. That's all for this race. We'll see you next time. Take care.